live from Minnesota with the jwsolarusa. Folks, I'm trying to get my act together and started working on my project. Like I promised you guys, this is an completed, unfinished project. I started last year, summer into fall. I never completed it. These are battery bus bars. These are custom bus bars. Worked and put together with my friend Grillmeister Dave for my lithium batteries or my lithium battery bank. Bus bars for lithium battery powerwall. Live here at the JW Solar USA. So I was working on Grillmeister's Dave system, and you guys have seen the videos and a lot of things and upgrade update. His system is working fantastically. It's awesome. And he's so happy with that. He wanted me to let you guys know how he's so thrilled. It has been a while, but our friendship, me and Grillmeister Dave, has come to a close way. No, a kind of a distance relationship. I'm loving him from a from a distance. You guys understand with the COVID-19 here. Even your loved ones, your kids, your family, you want to make sure be careful. So, and me and Dave, we're now on a distance. We don't have things to do anymore. And that gives me more things to do with other people, projects, and other friends. Because now I'm able to work on my system. As you guys seen, I'm trying to make sure I bring videos out to you guys most of the time. And make sure I try to put my system together. I still have work and working on stuff like this. So these are the custom bus bars Dave helped me with because he had a bench press and other thing that we supposed to do, and we work on. I got these. You guys seen the videos? Go back into my bus bars or type JW Solar USA bus bars. You will see videos coming up. So I got these stick plates. This is approximately half an inch, or here half inch plate, which it's thick, it's robust, and got them on my store. And I got a stainless steel bolt and nut, which is I ordered this online, and I got these terminal bus bars, I call them, like a stem. So I forgot the actual name, but use them for batteries, like a stem where you can connect your connections, different connections for your batteries. So an automotive section. So I took these plates to Dave when I was working on the system. I asked him, since he had a bench press and we can drill, there were pre-drilled holes into these places here. So just acting to expand them with a drill, which we end up having this and drill this. This was a pre-drill, but I just asked him to drill a hole in the center so I can able to put these one hole things here. I'll show you. You know probably exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen them online. And these are the ones. Automotive, you can buy them on Amazon. And I ordered this from Amazon. So look at how thick is this bolt. It's really thick and robust. And this is what we did. I came up with the idea to get a hole here. He drilled this hole for me, and end up putting these things here. And I'm gonna look a lock washer and a nut. Okay, this nut's gonna be here. So this is gonna be like one of the main where I can able to tie my main cable from my batteries. Here, this is gonna be all the other links, how many packs I have, like how many strings, that's the word. Any strings, I can just add them into any of these terminals here. And the main one is going to come here because I want it to have the full potential or the maximum robust or power sucking, because look at this thick, how this plate is. I know these ones are good, but I want to put the power into the center. So this side here is gonna anchor. I'm gonna bolt this one, screw this one to the box, the wooden box, and it's gonna hold there or whatever. I'm gonna mount it. It's gonna sit like this. That's why I flip this thing over. You can see the other side over there, and this is what it is. So they can be mounted just like that or like this, and you can have all this. Is gonna be the positive, positive and negative. So I can have, it depends how many strings I have, which you guys know I have a lot of strings of batteries. So this is what I'm gonna do, and get this thing bolted and get each string of batteries into here, and this one can handle the capacity. And because of that, I have a thick bolt right here with a nut. So the center tap, this one's gonna go directly up to the inverter or to the disconnect where it is. So all this one's gonna tap all the batteries connected here, like 6 strings, and I'm gonna have the main cable that runs to the disconnect to go to the disconnect, and from there or whatever goes to the inverter, whatever it is, because the inverter, if there's the Magnum, has its own main 250 amp breaker. So I just want to show you guys today, this is what I'm dealing with here, and these are bus bars live here, the JW Solar USA. These are custom made bus bars, and I just decided to show you that this project is going to be executed this time as I speak, and we're going to be going down to the command center. So guys, this is what I want to show you. Since this we are setting up into this one old business here, and I want you to see this, which I'm trying to maybe what utilize what I already have here. So I end up buying some bolts and nuts, which are stainless steel, and that's what we use for measurements, me and Grillmeister Dave, because I want the holes to be perfect. Look at that. It's a stainless steel. It's an X nuts. So it's 20 or 54 of them here. Is a half, a quarter to 20, whatever. And you guys can see right there. I got this to my local store, Menards, or you can get them at Lowe's, and whatever you can get them from. And this is what I'm gonna be using to anchor. It's gonna be my nut. I'm gonna be using the nut for, and this is the bolt right here that goes into one of any of these holes right here. So you guys can see they come in here. We already got the holes pre-drill. Then they can tie each positive to negative here, or all positive cables here, and we can use all negative cables there. See what I'm saying? All negative from this side, all the positive on this side, and we can make an awesome bus bar, awesome contact for a battery system live here at the command center of the JW Solar USA. Guys, this is what it is, and this is what we're gonna be doing. And bolts and nuts and whatever, stainless steel. And the other thing I was gonna show you guys is here. I don't want this video to be long, but it's a matter of explaining things how it goes, because when it comes to these bus bars, tend to be very, very expensive because of that. And you want to try and improvise. Like this channel is always improvise. I already brought a lot of stuff on the table for people just to see. It's no, buying expensive things. And some people, one person mentioned before, you buy an expensive thing, why didn't you buy some heavy bus bars or something? These are heavy duty bus bars. And I like to make stuff. I like to make my own stuff because I trust them better, because I know the kind of power or capacity I'm going to be pulling from that battery. Even though it's small, if it's a small capacity, I want to make sure that I'm building stuff for the future. So guys, I'm not just building a system because I want to build a system for what I'm going to be using now. I'm building it for the future, for future upgrades. So you guys seen, I come up with this, These are the wires that came from my 2 Nissan Leaf battery packs already and unboxed or maybe dismantled before. And you guys can see those wires are all going to be utilized here, because these are the wires that came from the vehicle themselves, and I want to make sure that I'm gonna be able to utilize something good like that, because they are rated wires and they are adequate wires for my application. And guys, because of that, I even ordered myself some wires, which is Royal Excellent cable, welding cable. This is a one hot cable. So number one, so these are all gonna be part of the deal if I want to install the system. And I have another rugged or really built nice cable here I ordered, and that's a number 2 cable. So what I'm running right now on the number 2 on the Sanyo lithium ion battery by Volkswagen e-Golf. So I use this wire right here, but this is number 1. I want to just beef up the cable, add it to number 1. And doing so, I was thinking, why would I use this one? Maybe I can save this and just use the one that came with a Nissan Leaf. And if you guys can see, this is another part of it that goes to the main fuse disconnect, the main disconnect. I have 2 of these, and I have the 2 of the disconnect main plug. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at some of my videos. You will see the main disconnect fuse on the Nissan Leaf. So this is the project, guys, I'm planning to do, and I'm trying to put it together. And to get my bus bars, you know, I put my act together and make sure that I have a better bus bars. And really, because of the power, you guys have seen my charge. When I charge the batteries, I using the 240 and then 120. I've demonstrated a lot, showing you how many amps, like 140 amps, throw into the battery simultaneously. So if you don't have a strong copper, and hey, you're in trouble, because it started overheating or getting warm. So I haven't had that issues yet, but I just want to show you that finally this thing gonna go to the batteries. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about this bad boy here, running that 24 volt system Magnum, those 2. So I need some robust bus bars, which I have a disconnect on the corner right there, and which is gonna be here. And the batteries are underneath. If you guys never seen this, it's your first time on my channel, those are the batteries. These are my batteries. This one with the red and whatever, they are all on the 24 volt 48 volt system right there. And 48 volt, the green one, is the LG cam. So they came from the Chrysler Pacifica. Them are here, and different green. The green ones manufactured 2016 and 2017 here. That's all the thing. The bus bars right there, all the way back there. That's I have to those are the ones I'm talking about. I need to work on those and get a better bus bars for this battery bank here. So I have a lot of bus bars I've shown in the past. So this 8.544 kilowatt lithium Sanyo battery, I wanted it to be really a machine that's gonna be doing a lot of stuff, and I don't want to be worried about things. And these are the wires I was talking about. I use number 2 here, if you can see it, number 2. Okay, Royal Excellent cable. And I'm gonna keep this one here. This number 2 right here that takes the batteries to the bus bar. Okay, that take to the bus bar where that disconnect is right there. So I got a main disconnect here, but just for redundancy, I want to make sure more protection. So what I'm gonna do, the interconnect right here, I want to beef up this wire because I tend to feel a little bit warm. These are all 2-gauge wires. Okay, so I'm gonna use that number 1. I made an interconnect here to series this because 4 batteries, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that's the series, right? The series connection right here. So these 4 are in parallel, or 4 in parallel, and 4 in parallel, and series them. So this is the series connection right here. So I want to beef up this cable. Sometimes I can feel it warm when I'm throwing 130 amps or 140 amps while it's charging on 240 and 120 simultaneously, giving more that kind of 130, 40 amps. This one tends to be a little bit warm. So that means I know I cannot pull 140 amps respectively with my loads in the house. But charging, when I was charging before demonstrating, guys, I know I can do that easily. So, okay, the inverter just kicked in there. It's a load. So I have to change this one and beef up this one to number 1. The reason why I can't do any bigger wires like someone mentioned before, because the terminals here, you see this gap right here? It's so small. You can't let you use a bigger thing because when you go a big wire, then you got to go with a big terminal. So big terminals tend to be difficult to get into this groove right here. But because of that, I think I'm going to come up with a strategy and use the Nissan Leaf terminal thing. So this one is going to go into the battery side, and you got the extension, that leap that extend all the way and tie the battery thing like here, like this. This one can go right there onto this guy so easily, so I can able to have any problem. But it's gonna be a pressure because these wires are heavy, and they would tend to pull the wire. But if I'm using it on this side, guys, you see what I'm talking about. It's gonna fit right there. See that? It's gonna fit right there. It's gonna fit right there. Let me focus this. It's gonna fit well inside here. So doing so is giving me extension, and that prevents me not to I gotta just be careful so I can touch. Okay, I can use the one outside like this, so the wire can come to here, the interconnect. Okay, the interconnect will be here for the series, so I can able to use even a bigger wire, like a number 2 hot cable. And for here as well, on the parallel side, positive to positive, so I can able to use one of these. I know I have a few of these ones from my Nissan Leaf dismantling, so I can able to do the same thing here and get the positive side and the negative side using these guys, so it can stick out. I can able to use a beefy wire, thicker, to run the entire process. So guys, these are just all process, something you gotta be creative, and you have to be really you know what you're doing, and they come up with ideas. That's all about DIYer. It's not like what else you can able to, just show your solar system or whatever. No, that's not the thing. You gotta come up with some ideas how you're gonna go about things. These are ideas flowing. This video has already grown too long, but guys, I just want to talk to you guys and talk about the bus bars for my lithium ion batteries here, Sanyo, and make sure that these lithium batteries, they're gonna have a better connection, and they're gonna have a better connection right there to the bus bars. And I can add. I'm thinking about adding the other the Ford Focus right there. Those orange ones gonna stay on the 24 volt. Then I can add more of the LG cam. These are 64.7. You can charge them all the way to 64.7, And guys, that's a 48 volt battery each one. So each battery costs a lot of money, which is approximately $500 per battery. So $500 per module. So I want to keep those. I want to buy more of the other module extra, because I'm going to be extracting a 4 kilowatt of the Ford Focus and add it to the 24 volt system, and leave all those LG cam batteries, because they're all configured for, they are just 64.7 volt, which is a 48 volt configuration. I can't use them on a 24 at all. So that's what I want to do. I'm keeping them that way. I'm taking all the Ford Focus and add them to the LG to the Sanyo. They have all the specifications are all the same. So I have two strings of those right there, 8 batteries and 8 here. Then that will give me, this is a 8.544 kilowatt, and that was a 4 kilowatt, that's 8 kilowatt. That will give me a 16.544 kilowatt just on the 24 volt, and the 48 volts gonna have the other one. We talk about that later. Okay, so I'm still working on things, and I haven't done that much. I stopped because of I have to do some work and other things with the missus at the home, my general, and from there, and I'm seeing you guys in the next video. I just want to show you all the plans. I'm gonna add more 4 more batteries, because those are 2.6 kilowatts for battery. This one's here, the LG Cam, 2.6 kilowatts. So I have 6 of them here. So I need maybe 2 more. So if I remove 8 kilowatt, 4.6 kilowatt, 4.6 kilowatt times 2, so 448.6, so 4, so excuse me. So 6 batteries go 2.6 kilowatt times 6 of that, and adding another 2 module, which is a 2.6 kilowatts again, and add it there. So that will increase my capacity. If I can add 4 more, but I'm looking at about space. But if that be the case, the Ford Focus batteries right there with the orange top, they're gonna be out, and they were gonna be out here, standing here, and with these other ones there, so that they can be a power wall standing here and stacking them, so that we can have them all for just the 24 volt configuration, and the rest of them gonna be a 48 for those. So I'm gonna get a beefy system. I will make sure that, because my system runs like one for summer, one for winter, and this is what I do. And now the 24 volt has been running, because I've been waiting for parts for the 48 volt, and 48 volt is almost getting done. And after that, everything's gonna be just beautiful. All right, I don't have to worry. I have a lot of batteries. I have Nissan Leaf batteries. I have different kind of batteries here, but I just want to stay with my high-end batteries I already have here and utilize them. The other Nissan Leaf batteries, they have another project for it. So guys, this is what it is, live from the command center of the JW Solar USA Busbars. There we go, Busbars for the my battery bank for the Nissan. For my battery power wall, lithium battery power wall. How to make bus bars and install them.